Welcome everyone to the Nerd Nook. I'm your host Evan Teague, and with me, like always, is my good buddy and guy who doesn't say he's Batman, but you've never seen him and Batman at the same time, Noah Bailey. If you're new to this program, this is a podcast where Noah and I talk about all the nerdy stuff from the past week. And since we ranked all of the Pixar movies last week, which you should go watch, I'll link it in the corner description if I remember to do that. We have 2 weeks to go over, so this will be definitely a very interesting podcast. Um, so first, Noah and I will give our cinematic 2 cents on that new Solo trailer.
Mm.
So, as if you've been following this podcast, you know that we're not like super hyped for that movie. However, I personally feel this trailer like it kind of made me at least a little bit more excited for that movie. What do you think, Noah?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's building more towards. I'm still not like, man, I gotta go see Solo, but
Mm-hmm.
it's getting there. I think it's a little
Yeah.
better. Like I've said in the past, Han Solo. Not that I don't like him, but not my favorite Star Wars character.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm kind of building more towards it. I'm hope maybe like as we get more into the summer, we'll see some like TV spots or something that'll really get me like, all right, I'm sold. I gotta go
Yeah.
see it now.
Like,
But I don't know.
I feel the problem I'm having with this movie is that the stuff with Han Solo in it, they're not my favorite parts of these trailers.
Yeah.
I in this most recent trailer, that train scene with those troopers that are like like magnetized to the train, like it's on its side and like shooting and whatnot. Um, Donald Glover, like I wish the movie was just about him.
It looks so good.
Yeah, like I love Donald Glover and just him being like the like he feels so natural in the role as Lando.
Mm,
Whereas you have this guy who's like, I get it, Star Wars is known for casting like relative nobodies as the
mm,
main characters, and I'm fine with that. But I just don't know if this guy was the right choice for Han Solo because he just kind of seems to be essentially it just kind of seems like he's trying too hard to be Han Solo,
yeah.
and it turns out like, and because of that, he's just kind of I don't know, it's just kind of underwhelming overall.
He
Han
does.
Solo
He does.
himself,
Yeah.
at
He
least.
doesn't look like he's really like owning the part. He's kind of just like it looks like he's just borrowing the role of Han Solo. But like versus Donald Glover, he looks like he
Yeah,
really is Lando. Like it's not like he's like, oh, let me try to be Billy D. Williams playing Lando. No, let me just own this really quick and
yeah.
just like. And it looks so good. He's got the charisma. He's got the like
Mm,
everything you've heard about me is true. Like, it's
I love
like
Atlanta.
that. I was like, okay, I
Yeah,
see Lando. Like, it's
and yeah, and like the guy who's playing Han Solo, like he's kind of walking with the same kind of strut that Han Solo walked.
mhm.
But it just doesn't feel the same. Whereas with Don Glover, it feels just like this is yeah, this makes sense.
Right.
This is Lando from like 20 or so years ago, however long ago this movie takes place. It, I also really like the line where Chewie's 190 years old
Yeah.
because he was like probably my least favorite scene or like my least favorite or one of my least favorite things from the prequels is the fact that Chewbacca was there during the Clone Wars and like Yoda
Yeah.
knew him and like that just I am not at all a fan of that. Just no.
Yeah. It's a connection that really didn't need to be made. Like you didn't really gain anything from it. It was just kind of like, okay, you're here. That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
one of
But
those situations where like they just threw a reference in just to have a reference. Like
yeah.
Yoda never mentions Chewbacca again in the original trilogy.
Mm-mm.
Chewbacca never mentions Yoda. Um, Chewbacca being there doesn't add anything to the plot. Like, and especially since Han Solo apparently doesn't believe in the Force, yet
Right.
Chewbacca knew multiple Jedi apparently because I mean obviously he was
Yeah.
part of the Clone Wars. It just that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I mean, again, it's that whole like difference in years gap, so it doesn't really work in some parts. But it's like, I mean, like it's like they weren't obviously thinking that back in like 1977, 1980, and
Yeah,
then when they make the connection in the 2000s, it's like, oh, well, we can't change that now, but we're still gonna just throw that in there just
But
because. But
you have an established canon there.
I
I
know,
feel
but
the prequels should do everything they can to try to keep it that way, and they just kind of don't with
yeah.
that particular. But whatever, like so, but still, Chewbacca being 190, like I find that really funny. So
Yeah.
like he was old during episode 7.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, he's like I like is there like do we have anything on like Wookiee lifespans, or is
I
that
don't
just like
probably, but I don't know.
because I mean Yoda, whatever his race is called, can live to like
Yeah, I
what
think he's just a
900?
Yoda.
Yeah, because like yeah, I don't even know because it's like we don't. He's so old, we don't even
Hmm.
know.
No,
That's
he's
so crazy.
900 in episode 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if he's that old, I mean, can Wookiees go that? Like, who knows, man?
Maybe.
Wookiees might be 1,000.
Yeah. Um. One thing, just a couple of things that maybe they just bugged me, but uh, might just be kind of overreacting to it. One is that when Han Solo says, "I have a good feeling about this," will that be the "I have a bad feeling about this"
I
moment
think
in the
so.
movie? And if it is, are they doing that to specifically to subvert it, or is he just like, are they like trying to make a reference by not doing like that? Just
I
kind
think
of It's just kind of weird. I don't know.
I think it's the former. I think they're gonna like he's gonna say I have a good feeling about that, and then like it's gonna immediately go bad and be like I have a bad feel. Like that's how I
Okay.
think it's gonna go
Yeah.
because that's gonna be the only like every Star Wars movie they say
Yeah.
they say that. So it's
Yeah.
like it's probably gonna be like how this all got started, kind of.
Yeah. But I mean, episode 1, I think Obi-Wan said it. I think it was like one of the
Yeah, I
first
know.
lines in the movie.
But like the first, yeah, but I mean, technically we start with like Han Solo and
Yeah.
Luke chronologically in terms
Hmm.
of real life. So I guess maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. And plus, it's one of the sayings. So like
Yeah.
something bad's gonna happen. And like, yeah, guys, this is a shortcut. I have a good feeling. And like some giant monster like comes out like I have a bad feeling
I have a
about
bad
this.
feeling about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no. It probably wouldn't even be him saying. It'll probably be somebody else in the show.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
because
but
Rogue One also like tried to kind of subvert it by having the robot like start to say it, then the other people like kind of shut him up.
mhm,
So I, and also in episode 7, BB-8 said it. So like if you weren't really
right.
paying attention, you're like, or if you were trying to like pay attention, like looking out for that, like hey, they didn't say that in this movie, but they did.
Mm,
BB-8 said it. So like they're trying to do
yeah.
creative stuff with it. So I do kind of
Yeah.
appreciate that, I guess. But like if I don't know if they're going out of their way to make the reference in Solo, I don't know if saying I have a good feeling about this is the way to do it. If that's
Well,
the only time it's going to
I
be
don't know.
referenced.
I don't know. I mean, I want to see it in context like, until I
Yeah.
make a final decision. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think it's gonna be like, yeah, and then something terrible happens. That's
Yeah.
what I want to. I feel like
Oh
that'd be
yeah,
funny.
definitely. And the other thing that just I don't know, maybe it's just a super nitpick, but at one point in the trailer, Han says to Chewie, "Push it, not punch it,"
Yeah,
which was Han Solo's kind of
that was
thing
his
in episode
thing.
5. Like punch it, and then like the hyperdrive would shut down. But it's still like I just saying push it. I don't. Again, it might just be a nitpick. It might just be me
No, I'm with
exaggerating
you on
things, but
that.
right? Isn't
Because it's
that?
like they easily could have done that. It's like I feel like they really missed the opportunity because like that's one of the iconic things you want to see. It's
Yeah,
like
and like I can't help but feel like this is one of those situations where they think they're doing it right, but like it's just slightly wrong.
yeah,
And and like I don't. Again, maybe I'm just nitpicking things, but like just as a huge Star Wars nerd, we are. This movie was made for Star Wars nerds. Like no one outside
right.
of Star Wars nerds are gonna go watch the Solo movie. Like
I mean,
people who haven't seen any of the original trilogy or Episode 7 or whatever
right.
don't even know who Solo is. So they're not going to see this. Only the hardcore nerds are going to see this movie. So having little things like that done even slightly incorrectly, I feel you miss the point of these movies.
Yeah, and that's really disappointing because it's like I was like that. Those are like even the little things are going to be hugely magnified because that's what
Mm-hmm.
we want to see. That's the reason you have these movies. How these kind of things started,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I also
But
don't know if I really like the fact that Han Solo was given his blaster in that movie. Like in the trailer, that guy like kissed the blaster
right,
and like threw it to him. I'm assuming that's like the
yeah.
origin of that blaster, which no one asked for.
I mean, it is kind of iconic, you know,
No, like I'm
especially
not
with
saying the blaster's not iconic. I'm saying that being the origin, it was just given to him by some random guy. I feel like that should be like, passed down from his father, or like he smuggled it off someone or something. Like it just being given to him for the purpose of a raid or whatever. I feel that's just kind of
well, if
that's
it's
not
from
really what people even like considered, and it's
well, maybe
not in
it's
the
like
good way.
maybe it'll be like sentimental to him because it's like the first real like job, like big time job he ever did.
Maybe I I guess, but I don't know. That just feels weird to me, especially like they are showing it in the trailer, so that I feel like that's gonna be a big moment. But
Hmm.
just like the push it thing, I just don't know if they're really gonna do it correctly. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's not gonna be.
It's gonna
I
be
don't know.
interesting.
I still again like I want to see it all in context before I make any
Mm,
like rational decision. But like right now, I'm like, okay, it's all
yeah,
right. We'll see what goes on.
yeah.
But
And again, everything outside of stuff that just Han Solo is doing, I actually kind of like. The
yeah,
music sounds really good. The other supporting
mhm.
characters, although I'm not really the biggest fan of like another random droid sidekick, but
Yeah,
whatever.
they're kind of. Well, I mean, there's always that one droid. But then again, they are kind of overdoing it.
Yeah, at least this one's like a
But
female droid, so there's that.
yeah,
Um,
diversity. Boom.
yeah. Oh, there's also a female Wookiee.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be actually interesting. It's
Yeah.
like I kind of want to see that. Well,
Do
I
you
don't know. Can you actually? No, I don't. But
I mean, do you
like,
think I'm gonna bring something up here? Do you think that's the Chewie's wife from the Christmas special?
oh, you mentioned it. No, we don't speak of such things. You know better than this. No. Oh, no. Why would you bring it up?
It's relevant.
No.
I didn't want to, but it was relevant.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right.
Take
All
that
right.
as a
You know,
no.
wow. No, I was no, not the. Why would you do that? You tainted such a quality video.
Hey, we don't know if this
Oh,
video is good yet.
I mean,
We're still early.
well, now we know it's not gonna. He just broke. Okay. Well, to answer your question, no. I pray that it has nothing to do with the Christmas special in any way.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh,
All right. All right.
yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, yeah, more female characters, like whether they're robots or hairy aliens. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah. And so yeah, overall, like I'm more excited now after watching that trailer than I was for it, but
Yeah.
it's still not like anywhere near the excitement I have for Deadpool. Like not even close.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's fair because like Deadpool, one, you've already seen the first one, so like you're getting something
Yeah, but this is
very good.
Star Wars.
But it's
Consistently, minus those three, have been good.
which is true. However, this isn't, an episode.
Yeah,
This is a Star Wars story. So like, not that Rogue One was bad, but
it was
I don't know. I
fine.
just don't. Yeah, I don't get as hype for like the like
Yeah.
mid like the between trilogy movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just like, all right, what's up? Like when they get that, if they do that Obi-Wan movie, like when that goes down,
With Ewan McGregor.
yes. If it's not, I'm boycotting it.
Yeah,
But
like why even bother at that point?
who would you get to be better? That's my problem.
Oh,
But
it,
like, I
and
don't
that
know.
actually
But
brings
like,
up an interesting point because like Ewan McGregor studied Alec
Hmm.
Guinness. Like
Right.
he meticulously like put his heart and soul into that role to play Obi-Wan in the prequels. And I just don't I just can't feel that um whoever's playing Han Solo, I don't remember his name. I just
Hmm.
don't feel that he's putting that same heart into it. And that's just kind of disappointing, especially since so many people adore this character. I feel they should have put their best foot forward. And apparently this guy even needed like an acting coach to learn to like really get it right. So just I don't know.
Yeah, I'm worried about because like I mean, like you said, like Ian McGregor killed it as
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. You know, he got the mannerisms down, the like
Hmm.
everything, and
Yeah.
like and like you see kind of that a little bit with Donald Glover really getting the
Hmm.
like Billy D. Williams Lando thing, but like with Han Solo, you're just kind of like okay, like you're
He's just kind
getting
of yeah, he's just kind of playing a role that is supposed to be Han Solo.
right. It's like watching a play of like the kid playing Han Solo versus like
Hmm.
Raptor becoming Han Solo. It's
Yes.
that difference. You don't feel it, you know?
Hmm.
It's just it's not all the way there. Hopefully, like in the movie, we start it evolves, we see it more, but as of right now, Han Solo might be my least favorite character in the whole
Yeah,
movie.
he's definitely my least anticipated character. Although all
Right.
the villains they've shown so far look really cool. Like that one lady
Mm-hmm.
who has that same similar like cloak and outfit that director Krennic, I think, from Rogue
Mm-hmm.
One had. That guy with all those scars on his face, like that the villains seem and those train troopers, I don't know what to
Yeah,
call them,
like
like
the
the
magnet. I don't. I mean, they're probably called train troopers to be honest. They were very creative with names,
true.
but
Like snow
I,
troopers, swamp troopers,
yeah, I
desert
wonder
troop
where
like
we're going, guys. Well, we are snow troopers, so
yeah.
what do you think? Probably
Oh,
going
they're
to
on a
Hoth.
train, send in the train troopers.
Train troopers. It's like, do we really have troopers just for the situation? We're prepared for
You
anything,
you'd
Commander.
really be surprised how many trains we have to deal with.
It's like, oh, it's your first day. You don't even know, kid.
This
Go
is our
get them,
seventh
boys.
train this week, and it's only Monday.
It's only Monday. Like what? Yeah, but I know, but I am excited because it looks like it's gonna be a lot of like I know like the troopers like as these movies have getting more
Hmm.
like updated, like the troopers have more unique abilities and
Hmm.
weapons. So like I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not unexcited. I'm just not as excited as I probably should be. But
Hmm.
that's what can you really do? Um, let's move on to something that we're obviously super excited for: Incredibles 2. Um,
Hey.
yeah. So this trailer, a couple of people in the comments were complaining about the fact that it's just more of the same and like, oh, they're not showing anything because there's nothing new. It's like, dude, if you're really complaining, like saying, oh, this trailer just saved me $14, you were never going to see this movie in the first place. That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's not like I mean, yes, there is some stuff you do see the same, but it's
that's
like
every movie ever.
yeah, like that's not like it's a trailer. That's the point. They don't if they showed you the whole movie in the
Yeah.
like most movies, the trailer. Because I mean, even look at the Infinity War
Mm-hmm.
trailers. Like I mean, a lot of the stuff is the same scenes. You get a couple different things, but
Yeah.
like more than half of them are the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like that. It's the only trailer to do that. All trailers do that,
Yeah.
but
And it's like people are like, I waited 14 years for this. It's like you haven't seen the movie yet. They're not showing everything in the movie because they know you are going to see this movie if you love the first Incredibles. You are going to see this movie. So they're not going to show everything.
exactly.
They might,
Like
they might show a little new stuff here and there, but they're also showing the stuff that they feel might appeal to the broadest audience because like they already know a base of hardcore Incredibles fans are going to go see this, which is, I
hmm.
mean, it's the best Incredibles movie. Spoilers for our Pixar list. It's the best Incredibles movie, or sorry, it's the best Pixar movie. So of course there's going to be a large group of Pixar and Disney and Incredibles fans who are going to see this movie regardless. So these
Right.
trailers are more or less appealing to just the rest of everyone else. So yeah, they're not going to show everything from the movie. That'd be stupid.
Yeah, and I mean, like at the end of the day, it is a trailer. Like, guys, chill.
Yeah,
Like, why are we freaking out? Why are we nerd raging about these little like? It's gonna be a good movie. Like,
yeah.
no one's gonna be disappointed. I mean,
I mean, people are
it's
gonna be disappointed, but they
okay.
shouldn't be.
Yes, no one should be justifiably disappointed. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
And like the things we saw, yes, I was a lot of the same, but it's not like those things were bad.
yeah. Like, and the one thing that I did take away from this trailer that was new was the fact that Violet can now shoot beams out of her hands.
Yeah, I thought that was super. Yeah, she like throws them and they're like, yeah,
Yes,
that was
it's
really
like,
cool.
oh yes, like that's the
Right,
kind of stuff I wanted from this movie. Like these kids who
mhm,
are learning how to use their powers and like using them in new and effective ways. I really love
right,
that
and
kind of stuff.
that's what I'm saying. They're adapting their powers, getting better. Because like obviously, like Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, they've been doing their thing for years
Yeah.
before they even had kids, so they know the extent. But the kids, they're just finding out. And
Mm-hmm.
like my thing is like I can't wait for like like I'm expecting like Dash to know that more. He can do more than just running. He can use his power, kind of like how Flash
Mm-hmm.
does
You
in the
can throw
early seasons.
lightning,
Kind of,
maybe like even time travel or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, incredible Flashpoint, but I mean, but I mean, like no, just like adapting their powers to one thing. Like Jack has. I mean, I've lost track of all Jack's powers. I'll be honest, because he can do many things. Because I mean,
Yeah.
there was like teleporting, there was like shape shifting, laser beams. I mean, it's pretty.
Fire.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
he, he's a pirate. Yeah, something like what is? I mean, I don't know. He's just I don't even know what he is.
yeah.
I don't. They're just gonna
Most.
be like, it's Jack. There's no. He
Mm,
doesn't even need a code name.
yep.
Just Jack. Just throw him at the bad guys and we'll win. It'll be fine.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my
Which is
goodness.
another thing. We don't really know like who the bad guys are. Like obviously the dude who's like recruiting Elastigirl, he's not he's obviously he's shady. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But like we don't know if he's the villain. We don't know if he's like part of a villainous organization. We don't know if the other heroes who they haven't really shown any of the other heroes, the other up and
Right.
coming new heroes who are going to be in this movie. Like so there's going to be more new stuff. We don't know if any of them are kind of in on the villainous scheme or if they're like mind control or whatever. Like there's gonna be some new interesting stuff that you can
Yeah,
look
there's a
forward to.
ton.
They're not gonna show everything yet.
Right. 'Cause I mean, that's something. Why would they show all the points to the whole plot if we haven't even seen the movie yet? Like,
Yeah.
guys, it's only like it's 2 minutes. It's like 2.5 minutes. Like, God, we can only see so much. And like, it's not a big deal that we saw this in the last trailer. I'm like, okay.
What if you didn't see the last trailer?
Yeah,
And
I
it's
mean,
still
like,
funny again. Like that math joke was
yeah,
still hilarious.
because we've all been there. Because like my
Oh yeah.
parents do this all the time. Because
Mm-hmm.
my parents went to college
I
back
do
in
this all
like
the time.
yeah, actually, math has shit. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember I was helping one of my friend's little siblings, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we have to do factor." I'm like, "Oh, factor, that's easy." And they had this whole like drawn out box in
Mm-hmm.
there. I'm like,
Yes,
"What
the
is
box thing. It's like
that?
why?
What is
Just
that?"
split it, boom, you're done. Like,
I'm like, I'm like that. You just wasted a whole piece of paper for one little problem. Like, what are you doing? They're like, no, that's how I teach you to do it. I'm like, they teach you wrong.
they teach you incorrectly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, let me show you. Like, that's all you got to do. They were like, that's it. But where's the box? Like, there is no box.
You
You
don't need a
don't need
box.
it. It's a scam. But like the box. I mean, but yeah, it's like they always change math. I don't know why they do that, by the way, but they always change math. And it's like, it's relatable. Everybody's been there. And like the new scene in the trailer where like Violet looks very like,
Yeah.
oh
She's
God.
mad. She is not. Probably the context of that is like, I guess Elastigirl, is doing missions and stuff, so
Right.
she hasn't been there for the kids at all. And Violet's like, well, Mom, where are you? I kind of need you now. And like, she's not there, so she's like, I'm screw this superhero stuff. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, she's
So,
kind of go and like how she's kind of like not to like generalize genders or anything,
but
but she's kind of going the thing. And like
yeah,
when
of
you're
course.
like he's a single dad, so it's like I don't know what to do. Help! I don't.
Yeah, Frozen, help me.
Yeah,
You think I can
also, like,
help?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's probably this guy. He's probably invite him over. It's like I have a mission for you. Yeah, man, let's go. He comes over. He's like, you want me to help you with your kid? And
Oh,
we
and
got
I
to
love
see.
how the wife, the like Honey,
Yes!
got the closing line of that trailer.
He came back. I was so happy. I was like, yes. The guy that the voice and everything, that was iconic. It's so good.
Ugh.
But the suit was at least there, so we
Yeah,
know.
he found a
We
suit.
know he didn't. He wasn't looking for the suit at least.
Yeah,
But man, oh, that was so fun.
and it's just
Oh
little stuff like that that I feel if you're a true Incredibles fan, you're gonna see that type of stuff and actually get excited.
man.
Like, uh, I hate when people just arbitrarily like go into something just like expecting to be disappointed by it.
Yeah, they look
Therefore,
for
they
stuff
are.
to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look for stuff to not like. They're like, oh, we've seen this footage already, so this trailer
Or oh,
sucks.
that's not the Incredibles I remember. It's like, but it is though.
I'm like, like the same. I just watched the same movie, even though it is from forever ago. It still holds up perfectly with what they're going. Like, it's fine. They're not
Yeah, like people seem to forget that the majority of Incredibles is not about the superheroes. It's about the family dynamic.
right. Like, I mean, that's the whole point. It's this take that we don't usually see. It's about a family of superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole. That's why it's so good. You know,
Yeah.
it's like why everybody loves it. It's like, man, this is relatable to my family, but my family doesn't have people that can throw cars. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then the kid just I love that scene.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is. I'm so excited. But it's
Oh
all
yeah.
the way in, so far.
Ugh. We have three other movies I need to get through first.
I know.
I'm not gonna be able to
Speaking
take it.
of, there are what 11 days now.
Only 11? Holy crap!
11
Only one
days.
podcast after this, and we're
That's what I'm
there.
saying. I'm not ready.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
not. This
I have
is.
it set
I
up
mean,
so I'm watching it opening night too. I think if
oh my
plans
gosh,
go through.
nice, dude. I'm so. It's. Oh my goodness. There's so much to
Oh,
like. I have to like put my affairs in order. I have to get my life.
yes,
Like
like
this is. Oh.
like I'm like essentially like I'm going back to work this Friday just so I can have money to pay for all the movies I need
They're
to watch this summer.
literally loading up for
Yeah.
like you gotta get ready because it's like because after Avengers comes out, you're like, but I'm also like, but like,
And
like
like
you don't even know how to feel.
I know
Oh,
one of the managers who works at Bojangles, he's like a huge nerd. So
Mhm.
I know if I am scheduled to work on Thursday night or Friday morning, I'll be like, "Hi, so Avengers."
Me,
He's like, "I understand."
it's like I just won't be feeling great. These guys like, yeah, I think I'm coming out with some. You must be going around the store. You guys all just close
Yeah.
it down, just all.
We just walk out and just book it to the theater.
Yeah, I need treatment immediately. Buy popcorn. No, I mean, yeah, like it's basically like if you're a nerd, it's pretty much a holiday,
Yeah.
even though we're still gonna have class, but still, like, oh my goodness.
I can't take
I'm
it.
not.
Like the excitement just like hasn't. Oh, I don't like. I'm excited, but I feel like I'm not excited as I'm going to be. You know, like I'm here. I know I'm gonna be like up there
Oh
on
yeah.
like next
Um,
Thursday.
I'm,
It's catching up
it's
to me.
like,
It's catching up to me. It's getting
oh,
like
for
every
me,
time we
it's
talk, I get
like
more excited.
I know, and like whenever I like just pull up the trailer just because, and it's
Mhm.
just like, I'm just like, oh my god, it's like just everybody do. Oh my god, dude. I know I didn't even say a single word in that sentence, but still, you know what I
It's fine.
mean. It's like,
I
oh, dude,
understood. I understood.
it's going like it's going down. It's gonna be this like because I love a good old like
Oh, yeah.
valley in between everybody, just like I love
Just
that
all
so
out
much.
brawl of giant epic
Right?
armies.
And
Oh my god, it's
that's
so
what I'm
good.
saying. Like, it's like that Chronicles of Narnia, kind of like Lord of the Rings, just like it's going down, like
Yeah.
right now. And it's just like, oh, oh my goodness. And it's like already with the Avengers, so it's like I already love, but it's like they're doing the thing, and the oh, doing the thing. It's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. And
We have a couple of chances to talk about that more later in the podcast. But right now,
oh,
um, Did you hear that Batgirl was actually not canceled? And um,
Oh,
in Joss Whedon's place, writing it will be what's her name? Christina Hodson. Yeah, who is actually currently writing the Bumblebee movie. So
interesting.
there's that. It's actually being written
Okay.
by a woman, which I kind of appreciate. I mean, I
Yeah,
kind of feel like more female writers should be in Hollywood, period, and also a female superhero should be written by a female. I just kind of feel like at least co-written by a
that would
female.
make sense.
Like that
Yeah,
makes
that
sense,
would
yeah.
make a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. What does she have anything else on her resume of note?
Other than Bumblebee, I couldn't really
Yeah.
find anything. You want to look that up?
Okay.
Maybe
What was her
Christina,
name?
and then Hodson.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, unforgettable.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was that movie. Ooh. I remember. I remember hearing that movie came out last year. It's like one of these
Oh
like
crap! That girl? Oh no! Oh,
what?
that movie's bad.
Wait, what's up?
That movie is unforgettable. Is bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah. That's what I would say.
Oh
I
no.
was like,
Okay.
ooh. Like that's
Crap.
why yeah, that was not the best movie. Because I was like, man, I remember people were just like, no, 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 no. And I'm
Oh.
like, mm,
Okay.
yeah,
What? Whatever.
well,
I mean, maybe maybe that was a fluke, or maybe just the actors weren't good, or maybe some the director. I don't know. Uh,
uh, I mean, uh, I'm a little, okay, I'm gonna say I'm very skeptical
I mean, for the
right off
record,
the bat.
Colin Trevorrow, who did Jurassic World, also did Book of
Mhm.
Henry, which was trash, and
Mm.
so everyone gets one, I guess. I don't everyone one bad
Yeah,
movie, I guess.
yeah, but to be fair, like I mean, like Jurassic World, I mean, it has that industry behind it, so that
It's
kind of
good, but
helps
it's
it.
not great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. It's like my thing though. It's like she doesn't have a lot to go off of,
Hmm.
so I'll give her another chance. But like the one thing I have seen from you, it's like,
Oh, that.
mm,
I mean,
what?
I'm not saying you don't have potential to be good, but you're not giving me any info to say otherwise.
It's like, yeah, it's like the only thing you have on the resume is something that's like, ooh, do you have any other,
Not yet.
references or like, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I'm working on it. It's like, well, maybe I don't know. So right now, I'm kind of at the until you give me something better, I'm still gonna be
Yeah.
skeptical. So like, unless that Bumblebee movie,
Yeah, maybe that'll be a
uh,
masterpiece. I mean, John Cena's in it, so
I mean,
there's
but would we
that.
really even see him in the movie? I mean, it wasn't
True,
even. No,
true.
that was like, God, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry,
How have you done
but
though? How have you done?
I just love making those jokes. But it's like, I mean, I'll have to see. I don't know. I personally, I gave up on Transformer movies a while ago,
Oh yeah, I should have,
but
but they're a guilty pleasure of mine. I hate them, but I love them.
yeah, fair.
Oh,
But like, yeah, I mean, I
they're
don't
bad.
know. I'll have to hear the reviews about it, and then if the reviews are really good, I'll be like, all right, I'll check this
Yeah,
out. And if that works, then I'll be like, all right, you get a pass. You're back. You got a
yeah.
clean slate.
So, like, on one hand, I guess I'm glad that Batgirl is still happening. Although at the same
Am
time, we
I
talked about
though?
this last time Batgirl was brought up, but still, we don't know anything about this Batman yet. So, like,
That's what I'm saying.
what's the point in pushing so hard for Batgirl if Batman may or may not be starting filming next April? It's like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's just they're trying to make all these things, and I'm like, guys, we don't have one of the core movies that most of the, like we don't have one. We don't have any characters
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have any Nightwing or Batgirl in the scenario at
They might
all.
not
So
even have
like
a Batman at this point.
that's what I'm saying. Like if the universe fall collapses in on itself, are we really gonna make these other movies? Like
Yeah,
what? I don't know.
I don't know. So, yeah, Batgirl will probably happen. It might have this girl directing it. Maybe she'll do good. Maybe we'll get another unforgettable mess.
Pun intended. Beautiful.
Yeah. So, yeah, That okay. So
Anything right
something else.
along.
I'm not exactly excited to talk about this. So I wasn't actually planning on bringing this up, but then last week after the podcast, you brought this up to me. The behind the scenes footage from the Titans TV
Mm,
show.
mm,
Oh boy.
go ahead, please.
Me go ahead. Oh okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead. I
It
can.
looks
Mm,
amateurish, to
mm,
say, just put it lightly. Um, Beast Boy isn't green. Starfire has dreads, which like whatever. She's an alien. She can do whatever she wants, I guess. But whatever. Raven looks too old, but she's apparently only 13 in the show. Yet she looks like a 25-year-old, and like still just the and I just Beast Boy. I already said this, but still, I'm gonna send this home. Beast Boy is not green. Like, what are you doing? Like, maybe they'll fix that with CG, but that'll be very expensive to consistently make this character just CG
they don't
green.
have the budget for that.
I I don't like. You can say a lot about this, like CW TV shows. Which is this like affiliated with like the CW
I think
brand?
it's on the CW. I don't think it's in like the Arrowverse, but it is, and I think it. I don't know. It's like I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna all fit. I know it's supposed to be on the CW,
Okay,
but
but or at least their mobile app. Um,
right.
or the streaming app, whatever. You can say a lot about the CW TV shows, a lot what they're calling and whatnot, but the main thing they get right is the costumes. There hasn't really
Mm,
been a costume yet that I've looked at that and be like, ooh, that doesn't look good, or ooh, that's not even close to the comics. And like, the costume don't really need to be close to the comics in order to me to like the movie, whatever. Like
mhm.
Hawkeye's costume in Avengers isn't anywhere near how he looks in the comics.
This is true.
But when you get one of the fundamental elements of your character wrong, and look, I get it. It's back. It's behind the screen
Mhm.
footage, so maybe it's not done yet. Maybe they hadn't even like maybe he hadn't got into full makeup yet. But like what we have seen so far, he is not green. Raven's costume doesn't look all that great. Her haircut I don't like.
Mhm.
I don't really appreciate Starfire's get up. Like and like I really want to at least try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but when every single aspect so far has been at best questionable, I don't really have any excitement for
Mhm.
this right now.
I know, and like the thing is, it's like it look. I mean, I'm gonna be frank. It
Mhm.
looks bad. I think it looks bad, straight up. Like I
Yeah.
know some people are like, "Oh, well, it's behind." Like I realize it's behind the scenes, and
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that might be just for a certain scene. They're like, it's not the actual costumes, maybe not. But I mean, I'm not a fan at
Why
all.
would
Like I
they?
look
Why would they release those if that wasn't how they're actually going to look? I don't
right
know.
because you know exactly how the public's gonna take that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I mean, and like. I don't know. I mean, at first, I was like, okay, I could see this cast being okay. Like, it was one of my favorite picks, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't, beggars can't be choosers. But now I look at them, like, they're not, like,
Oh.
I
It
mean, it really doesn't look that good. I don't know. I'm really
it's weird
disappointed.
because um I think a couple of months ago they released a behind the scenes like design of what the Robin costume would look like, and it
Mm-hmm.
looks legit. Like that is a
Mm-hmm.
legit costume. He looks
That's
good
what I'm
in that.
saying. Mm.
But you can't. How why did all your budget go into that? Could you not afford green or orange paint for these other very important characters?
You
Like,
would just get,
uh,
I don't. Yeah, I mean, and that's. I think that's one of the big disappointing things because like everyone saw the Robin costume, and they're like, okay, this is about to be awesome,
yeah,
and then they see this, and
the
everyone's
rest of
just
the
like,
cast, like, oh, they forgot about that part. It was like, oh, this looks
that's
bad.
what I'm saying. I mean, if they put 95 of their percent of their budget into Robin, I won't be mad because that is my favorite Titan.
Yeah,
However,
I
that's
also
kind of
like
messed up.
Starfire. I like Beast Boy. I like these other
This is true.
characters. I don't think I'm gonna like these
That's what I'm
characters
saying.
all that
I'm
much.
really not, I don't think I'm gonna like these guys that much. I don't know. I mean, but it is still early, and I
Yeah,
mean, you gotta. Maybe they'll release something else that looks better. But as of right now, I'm very disappointed
skeptical
by
to
these.
say the least.
I'm past skeptical. I'm like, I'm disappointed. I'm straight up like, you need to fix this, or we're gonna have problems, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I mean, luckily we
But
have two other Titan-esque content coming out relatively soon.
mm,
So like, even if the live action show is bad, we have the Young Justice and uh, New Teen
yeah,
Titans seasons to look forward
the
to. So
OG
there's that,
show. So
right?
yeah, so I mean, at worst comes to worst, I'll just watch, the OG, the bring back the OG show,
Yeah,
and just like, yeah, everything will be fine. Nothing else
yeah.
matters.
So so yeah,
Hmm.
that's okay. I'm not gonna beat that any further. Let's move on to what Disney is up to now. So moving right on to more Infinity War hype. So Infinity War has more pre-sale tickets than Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Civil War, Spider-Man, Thor Ragnarok, and not Civil War. Sorry, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man, and Guardians 3. Sorry, Guardians 2. All combined. All of those combined. Which, if you don't remember, Black Panther had already broken the record for
Hmm.
pre sales. So,
Hmm.
Infinity War broke the record after of just that's insane.
Just pretty much, it's just can does not compute. Just exponent. I mean, the thing is, because like literally, Black Panther was just lining up records and just smashing
Yeah,
them
it
for
broke
like
all the
weeks.
record, like literally
I
all of them.
know. They're just like going, oh, number five grossing movie. Oh, look at that. Number four. Oh,
Oh, it beat
look at that.
Titanic. What the heck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, well, I'll see you, Black Panther. And then Infinity War is kind of like, creeping on its way right behind. I'm like, dude, I mean, and the thing is, as much as I love Black Panther, if Infinity War, like, I mean, if it's as hype as everyone, I mean, expects it to be, I mean, this movie might be like, who knows? This could be the highest grossing movie ever.
It's possible.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
very
it's on
possible.
track, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is,
Yeah,
woo.
because before Black Panther, Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice was the highest superhero movie pre-sales, and then Black Panther destroyed that. Thank
Destroyed. It's not
goodness.
even close.
So so Infinity War has like 6 times that, which is just insane.
Mind-boggling. Just like, how is that even pop? Because like we just saw this movie destroy everything, and then there's always a bigger fish, and it just
Yeah,
it even destroys that. It's just like,
I don't understand.
oh,
Like, uh, and I get it. This movie has, all of the Marvel heroes in it, but for it to sell more than all of the other Marvel movies is
combined.
just
Like that's the crazy part. Like not just individually, but like you add up all the stuff, and it's like,
that's
oh
like five
yeah,
or six
no.
combined. It's like, what the heck?
And these are all really successful movies. Like none of these are like, meh. Like these are all like,
Yeah,
very good movies.
I think the lowest one I listed was Guardians 2, which had like over 700 million.
Which
So
is
still,
still like, yeah, it's not like a disappointment by any means.
yeah,
Like, oh my goodness, dude.
just oh, so yeah. Go back to the Batman v Superman example. That previously was the highest, before Black Panther was the previous highest record for pre-sales. But then because it's a trash movie, it had the highest, you know, Friday to Monday drop
Yeah,
off.
drop off. Yeah,
If I think Black Panther had like maybe like I think it had one among the lowest drop offs from Friday to Monday of any superhero
right.
movie. So if Infinity War can at least match, well, I mean, it's obviously gonna exceed Black Panther. But if it can at least match
Probably,
Black
yeah.
Panther's Friday to Monday drop off, it's going to pass it.
Yeah, and the thing is, with how high Black Panther is, like, if anyone, yeah, like I said earlier, it might be on pace to be #1 movie ever, like grossing
Oh,
wise.
I would be so happy if it beat Avatar. Like I've just been waiting
Yeah,
for a movie to beat that
because
trifle.
Avatar, I
Not that good.
mean,
It's not good.
no, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it looks
Hmm.
breathtaking,
Oh yeah.
but the actual story is kind
Mm.
of stupid.
It's
But I
really
mean,
yeah, it's I watched that movie at a lock-in one time and I just fell asleep because it was so boring.
oh no, that was not a. That's a long. Is that movie like
It's three
how
hours
long is
long.
that? Yeah,
It's
I was about to say,
crazy.
that was a long movie. I'm like, oh,
3 hours of nothing.
what I'm saying, like 3 hours, and there's only like two action scenes.
Like
You
sure,
can
the
call it
action
that.
isn't all there is to it, but like when the other stuff around the action isn't that good either.
Yeah, yeah, you're kind of like, all
Sigourney
right, when are
Weaver
we
can
getting?
only take your movie so far.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I mean, if your graphics are good enough, you can be #1. And if it happens to be a
Yeah.
good movie and it has amazing graphics,
Yep.
game over.
Yep. Which is, I mean, obviously, Infinity War. Marvel movies have always looked pretty good. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
That's what I'm
oh,
saying.
it's
And like, oh, I got, and the thing is, it's just like the way it's set up. This movie can't fail because everybody's in it. It's
mm-hmm.
like because everybody loves Black Panther. It's like, oh well, let's go to Wakanda then. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Everybody loves everybody else. Hey, you guys want to come help me fight Thanos? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Thor
it's
Ragnarok
like,
was a really good movie. Had both Thor and Hulk in that. And
boom.
now they're in this
Now they're
one.
coming.
Everyone loves Iron Man. Everyone loves Captain America.
They're
Everyone
in
loves
this
Hawkeye,
one.
even though he's apparently not in this movie.
This is true. Which we'll get. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll
He's in
just
it
be that.
somewhere. I don't. He's in it.
We get 2 hours into the movie, gets hit, Thanos gets hit by It's like, what? You didn't see that coming? And just runs away. Ah! And it's like wasted.
Yep.
Worth it.
Just it's
It's
looking
so
good.
good. I'm so ready.
Um, so kind of going off that, someone on Twitter like kind of messaged the Russo brothers directly saying, "Why haven't you announced the name of Avengers 4? It's scaring me." And the Russo brothers responded, "It should." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "What does that mean?"
That means the world as we know it is not going to be the same after this movie. That's the whole thing. It's probably going to be like, the new Avengers or Avenge Us or something like something crazy that's
Oh,
like indicates that, somebody, if not multiple individuals, are going to be no more.
dead.
Which is, it's probably going to be the new Avengers or something like that. That's what I think it's
Oh,
going to be called.
I don't know
Because
if I want that, but I
I
do.
mean,
I don't know.
it's I mean it's like it's not that I don't want these I want characters to evolve, but I don't want that to mean other characters have to get cut down in the process.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Like, even if it's Avengers Secret Wars, that's not. I don't know if
Mm.
that's something worth holding back so much for. So I have
I
no
mean,
idea what's gonna happen. And it's amazing and scary at the same time.
that's what I'm saying. We got this, and it's like my thing is though, it's like even if this movie is so big, we have Ant-Man and Wasp still coming out
Mhm.
over this. So it's like it can't like
The world
I'm
can't
not gonna
end,
say
right?
yeah, I'm like Thanos isn't gonna win, right? Like we still need the
Unless
world.
Ant Man and Wasp was set before Infinity War.
Right, and see that's the thing. We don't know, which it could be. Like we have
Mm-hmm.
no idea. Like, but I
Yeah.
mean, who knows? Maybe Thanos destroys the world and like we have to go get it back. Like who knows?
Maybe Ant Man in his movie, the real enemy of that is Thanos. Like the real enemy is Thanos. He has to go beat Thanos by
Maybe
himself.
like all by us.
Yep. Dead.
But I
Sorry.
mean, who knows? I don't know. But I mean, like, man, uh, and that's the thing. Like they've never held it back like this really before, so
Mhm.
something crazy is gonna
Yeah,
happen.
like I think we knew the name for Infinity War shortly after Age of Ultron came out, right?
Right, and that was forever ago. Let's see, it
Over
feels
3 years
like,
ago, yeah.
yeah. So it's like now it's like this movie's supposed to come out next year, and we still have nothing. So
They already
like,
filmed it too.
that's what I'm saying. It's already done. So like, they all know. We just don't know.
Actually, I don't know if any of the stars know the name of this movie. I think honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if on every document it's just Avengers 4 script or whatever.
That is true. It could be Untitled Avengers 4 movie.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, they at least know at least what happens to their character. So, like, if your character's dead, you're probably aware.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you guys didn't call me in for a lot of shooting. Hey, Chris, we need to talk. And then, you know, like, it's just like, but we were doing, I know, but it's time. And I understand.
Oh,
but yeah, it's just, dude, I don't know what's going to happen, man. We've got.
Like, do you think there's any chance of them announcing the name before April 27th?
Absolutely not. No.
No.
Because like, if they were gonna do it, they would have done it by now. Straight up. Like, I mean, there's no point. It's probably gonna be like, you know, at the end, it's like
After
all
credits.
these characters will return. Yeah, after credits, they'll return, and you know, the new title, and everyone's gonna be like,
Wait, I have to watch it opening night. Oh
that's what I'm saying. I can't have that ruined because even the title of this movie could spoil everything. So like, I need to see everything, you know.
Like the world, there's like the world before April 27th, and then the world after April 27th are going to be two completely different worlds.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like totally different planets, just like not even. That's what I'm saying.
And before a month ago, we thought it would be in May.
The anticipation was killing everyone, and they're like, "Guys, we're already done with the next two movies. Can we speed this up a little bit?" And that, I mean, which is true because I mean, they've already done with this movie. They're already done with Ant-Man. They're already done with Avengers 4, and it's like, I mean, we're technically like in limbo, just waiting for these next couple movies. We're not even like, oh my gosh, I need this movie to happen. I need to see this movie.
Yes.
If this movie gets spoiled, I'm gonna die. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Like, I already have like a non-social media protocol on my phone ready to go.
Already?
I'm gonna put everything in a box and just throw it like 3 pages away, and then it won't happen. Like no YouTube, no social media. I can't
because you know some idiot will like record something in a theater and have the spoiler in the freaking thumbnail.
I know, because like literally,
Jerks.
like even in Justice League, not that it was a spoiler, but you know, the scene where Superman, fights the whole Justice League, like the first thing that pops up on my phone, I'm just like, oh well,
like what?
That happened. Yeah, and I'm just like, thanks. I didn't want to see that movie anyway. Yeah, I did, but like,
no, you didn't.
I mean, I did, but I wasn't happy about it.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
I'm paying my dues because I am such a nerd. I had to. I was obligated by my occupation / hobby. So it's like
it's a lifestyle.
It's actually a lifestyle. But
it's our job to be nerds.
I mean, it's hard work, man. This is not easy. It's not as easy as it looks.
It's really stressful. It's way more stressful than it should be.
It really is, because it's like Noah, how are finals? Man, forget finals. I gotta make sure this movie doesn't get ruined for me. I could just, oh my gosh, wait. I still don't. I don't know, man. I really don't know what's gonna happen. But
okay, so moving right along. Have you seen A Quiet Place?
I have not, and the reason I haven't is because I know it's not like a horror movie, but like I'm a weenie, so like
fair enough.
My scary movie is I don't scary movie really. So like I haven't. I heard it's good. Yeah, I heard it's really good though. I have heard it's really good. What is it? John? How do you say his last name?
John Krasinski.
Okay, John Krasinski.
Jim from The Office. Yeah.
He will always be known as Jim Halpert.
Yeah.
But I heard he does an excellent performance. I heard that the concept's really good. So I mean, for those of you guys who like, thrill scary movies, I check it out. I'm not gonna check it out because I'm gonna be that, grown man who thinks a 4-year-old girl screaming in the back. But it's fine. Like everyone has their types of movie. This is not my type of movie. I comedies and superhero movies.
Same.
That if it's not one of those two, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
So the reason I bring that movie up is because in interviews, like as the movie's coming out, it was a huge success, and like people were interviewing him as like, so John, like, what are your plans after this? A Quiet Place was a big success, so like clearly, you're a name
Mhm.
now in Hollywood. So like, what are you planning on doing next? And he was like, me and my wife Emily Blunt, who co-stars in A
Mhm.
Quiet Place, we actually wouldn't mind being Avengers. And like, oh, okay. So then
Oh, it was
like,
like, oh, really? He's like, I remember I saw that, and someone wrote like the SpongeBob and Patrick meme, where it's like the Russo's brothers, like, write that down, write
yeah.
that down. So,
Yeah, so
oh
like
god.
there's a whole bunch of fan theories like could they play uh
Hmm.
uh Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman in the
Yeah,
Fantastic Four movie coming up, because like Disney has the rights now, they're gonna make a Fantastic Four
that's
movie,
what I'm
like
saying. And like
that would make
he
sense.
would, and like I think that would really work. Though I think he's got to, and like who knows? Maybe John Boyega, he wants to be an Avenger. Maybe they'll like
Fire
him.
or
So I don't
not
know,
Firestorm.
right?
What's his name? Human
Human
Torch.
Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could
You
work.
know, I'm like, find someone, and like that'd be awesome. Like
Yeah.
I'm ready for not only for a good Fantastic Four movie, but also for them to like exist in this universe. Especially if we're gonna take a hit in characters in Infinity War, like you
Yeah.
gotta, you add some more.
Yeah. And it would actually make sense, since both John Boyega and Emily Blunt are both British, it would make sense if they were siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That it's all gonna work. It's all gonna work.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna
Oh,
be
this
event.
just
Oh my
this
god.
makes too much sense. Like they're
That's what I'm
like
saying.
like John and Emily are actually, husband and wife in real life, so it makes sense for them to play husband and wife in the movie.
That's what I'm saying. And like, if we know this,
You know this.
they know this. So it's like, can we? It's like, please,
Like they
why
want to
not?
do it, we want them to do it, just do it.
Right? No, but then like, there's gonna be that one group of people. It's like, no, Jim can't be married to anyone that doesn't play. What is it, Jenna? What is her name? I don't know the
Jenna
last
Fisher.
names of the office. Yes, Jenna
Yeah.
Fisher. I don't know. I gave him like, oh, yeah. They're like, no, it's not. Because I was watching an interview with Jenna Fisher, and she's like, "Yeah, it's hilarious when I bring my husband around. It's like they're like, oh yeah, you play Pamela Elvis, yeah, yeah." And they see my husband, like, "Oh, you're not Jim," and they're
You're
just
not
like,
Jim.
Yeah, and he's just like, "No, no, I'm not." And like, everyone just gets that look. It's like that'd be so funny. It's just like, who
Yeah.
are you? Why are you with Pam?
What?
It's not. My name's not really Pam. Shut up, silence, Pam. I'm talking for you.
Oh, that's such a good show.
So it is classic,
Yeah.
classic. Oh gosh, but
How far are
like
you in it?
I'm in season 7 right now. For
Okay.
those of you who don't know, I haven't seen all of The Office, but
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
You're
I'm
getting
getting
there.
there. I have to take it slowly because there's a lot of cringe I have to
Yeah.
like. Oh, just
Arguably
like
too much cringe, but that's the kind of the show it is.
I don't know. I mean, after Scott's Tots, I feel like I can go through anything, but
Oh
that
yeah.
was
Oh
by
my gosh.
far,
Me and my roommate
yo.
just kind of skipped half that episode.
I just could like it was. I just it took me 2 days to just watch that and finish it because I just had to keep pausing and just like
Oh, the
couldn't do
wedding.
it.
Both weddings were.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh. The wedding.
oh,
Oh, when he ruins, or the
both
dinner.
weddings.
I know, or like the dinner party where it's
Mhm.
just like he's like, yeah, I just sleep on the thing right in front of that. We're all just like, oh, like, oh,
That one wasn't as cringy for me personally, but
really?
still,
You didn't?
yeah.
I felt it because like, especially when they're trying to leave.
Uh huh. Fair enough. Yeah.
He's like, you are not leaving without me. Like that was so funny. Yo, that was so messed up because
Yeah.
he had it out. He was good, and then
Yeah.
Pam was like, no. Oh, that was amazing.
Ugh.
That was amazing.
Okay. Um. So one more super, thing that Noah is super excited about. Kingdom Hearts had a new trailer recently, and it and
Uh-huh.
it showcased a new mini game mode where
Mhm.
Sora and Mickey will be traveling through mini games based on like the classic cartoons.
Yeah. So basically, okay, so like for those of you who don't know, back in Kingdom Hearts 2, way back in the day, there was like this world. It's called Timeless River. It was based off of like the Steamboat Willie kind of
Yeah.
original Mickey Mouse thing. So like
Mhm.
that was a whole like world you could go into. So like this, I mean, this isn't gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like a world. It's just like you said, a mini game. But like they're adding more elements to like the classic, like where it all started with Mickey Mouse and all that. And I think that's really cool because
Mhm.
you gotta remember where you came from to where you are now. So I think that's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Plus, some of the characters got like the update. Like you don't see them for a long time because most of it's on the actual mini game, but like you do see a little bit of some of the other characters you've seen in past games, and they look really good. The graphics look
Mhm.
so good. So yeah, it's not much, but anything gets me excited. So
Yeah.
you know how it is.
Yeah, and I love how they're kind of basing it off on two different types of classic media where of course they're basing it off of classic Mickey cartoons, but they're also basing it off of like those old school like LCD like two button like
Uh-huh.
chip tune type games, which are
Right.
like a Game and Watch or like with little like handheld games that are like only one game per little device. Like those,
Yeah.
I love those things growing up.
I mean, it's like as classic as it gets when it comes to like any handheld anything.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah,
that was where it all started.
yeah. So having that just a wave of nostalgia just throwing your face
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
in this game that's probably happening this year, or maybe I don't know.
it's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. Oh my god. No, I just need that release date, man. I
Yeah,
need it.
E3,
I need
E3
it.
baby.
I know, but it's so far away. Because isn't that in June?
Yeah, June 11th. That's when Nintendo's is. Sometime
Uh,
around there. Yeah.
yeah, it'll be in that window. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll have to survive off of movies till we get there. But
Yeah.
man, this is
So much
oh
stuff.
oh my gosh, like this is the year, man. 2018,
Yeah.
everything great's happening. So like,
Like last year was
this,
pretty darn good, but this year looking
that's what I'm saying.
as good, if
Like
not better.
that's what I'm saying. Every year has been better. It's like it's like 2016, yeah, cool stuff. And then 2017 is like, wow, like, and
Mhm.
now 2018 is like,
I'm dead.
thank,
Kill me.
thank you,
I mean,
thank you.
just,
Like
I'm good.
because it's
I'm
like,
good.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, no, because then I don't have because if it comes out December 31st, then I can only play it
True.
for a day.
True.
But I mean, because I don't know, man, but it's just like, oh yes, like because because like we've been waiting. I mean, well, it's like, yeah.
But you've been waiting for this game for over 10 years.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out so long ago, so it's like it's finally time for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and and the thing is, it looks so good. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. And like the characters look amazing.
Yeah.
And there's new, I mean, the battle system, some of it's new, some of it's old stuff that you love. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so
Yeah.
ready.
Like you're excited because it actually looks good. If something
Mm,
like Kingdom Hearts or Incredibles 2, if stuff like this actually, you waited 10, 14, even 20 plus
hmm
years for these things to come out, and then it looks just kind of okay or even worse, then I could
Right?
understand you being actually disappointed. But considering
Yeah,
these
you're like,
things, these nostalgia trips actually do look pretty good, I don't have a problem with it.
yeah, it's like, because like, what was I gonna say? I was like, with shoot, like the Teen Titans thing,
Yeah.
like that, kind of like that. It's like I know it's been a while since we got Teen Titans, so like, it's like with the show, the live action show. I know this is technically the first live action show we really gotten, but it still has that Teen Titans name on it. So you're like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I haven't seen a good Teen Titans show in a while, and it's like,
This is what we're getting. Like, oh no,
like
we
really,
not.
like really, and it's
Yeah.
like it makes me skeptical. Because like maybe, I mean, like I don't know how they're gonna go about making the season 6 or whatever, but like hopefully they just kind of pick up where they left off and just
Mm-hmm.
run with that and not just try to do their own thing. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little worried, but I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just man.
Yep.
It's got, but yeah, 2018 is the year of awesome
You've just
so far. And plus,
everything.
yeah, I mean, we got that, and I mean that new Spider-Man game looks
uh,
amazing.
yep.
Like that's what I'm saying. Man. Like it's a good year, man. It's a good year
Mm-hmm.
for just entertainment purposes. It's a good year to be a nerd, pretty much.
Yep. And speaking on that Spider-Man game. In other nerd
Mm-hmm.
news, did you see that as a pre-order bonus, uh, the Iron Spider suit from Infinity Wars will
Mm-hmm.
be in Spider-Man PS4?
Yep, I saw that. That's so cool.
That's cool. That's
That's
really
what I'm
cool.
saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, and the thing is, like, in most Spider-Man games, you do have options to like pretty much every suit imaginable.
Hmm.
So like, but like, sorry, but like the Iron Spider suit hasn't really been one of those options because it hasn't really been like used as often. But now
Yeah.
that it looks like he's gonna be wearing it for most of Infinity War,
Mm.
or at least a good part of it. So
Yeah.
like, it's gonna obviously be a big deal now. And then you got that suit, and like, you got my personal favorite, the symbiote suit,
Mm.
and then you've got like all this like the game looks so good, and you're gonna be able to customize it kind of the way you. I mean, it's oh man, this
Yeah.
is gonna because even the default suit looks really cool. I like the.
I
Do you
do.
not like it?
I like it. the The only problem is I don't like the white on his hands. That just kind of throws me off a bit. I don't know.
But it's like symbolizing the webbing, kind of the way I
I
saw it.
I get it. I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me. I like the white on his chest. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Just I don't, and I kind of like how it goes down his arms. I just don't like how it
Hmm.
goes onto his hands. But like not all the way up his fingers. It just looks kind of weird. Like when
Okay.
he
Yeah.
like when he's just like fighting and like actually, doing flips and whatnot, the suit looks really cool. But when it's like
Hmm.
cinematic
Just
shots, see it, once I see it, I can't unsee it. Just I don't know. It
yeah.
just looks kind of
No,
weird
I
to me
mean it's
visually.
fair. It's fair because I mean it is a little more than we are used to in terms of like the symbol going all the way, like all
Mm,
this stuff. Like nah, I don't know. I mean, they're probably gonna have like all these other suits. Like they're probably the
oh
classic
yeah.
suits more than likely gonna be on there.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I don't know. I also want to see maybe they'll get one with like the OG like
Uh.
wings or whatever underneath. I think that'd be kind of
Mm,
cool. But yeah, I mean, oh, yeah, oh dude, it looks. I just looked up the Iron Spider suit and
yes.
it looks so. It has the light up eyes in it.
Mm.
Oh man.
Do you think,
Oh man.
since they are having the Iron Spider suit from the movies in there, do you think there's a chance that they'll also have like the standard Iron Spider suit, like the kind of like more Iron Man y esque one?
Hmm. Um. They could. I don't know if they will though. I don't
Mm,
know. But I mean, it depends on how in depth they go with their suits and
yeah.
make selections there. Because this is like one of those games where you get like 5 or 10, probably not. But if they get like every suit almost ever made,
Yeah.
like the Scarlet Spider, all that stuff, like maybe. But
Hmm.
like I don't know. It's up for who knows. I don't know. They really want to like get that because I mean this seems like the kind of game that's made for Spider-Man fans. So I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like they are gonna go all out on the costume. So I think they might have. There's a good chance. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
It
this
just
looks
seems like
good.
just Spider-Man fan service to the max with this game.
Oh
Like,
yes, because I mean the web swinging looks amazing,
mm,
and I mean the fighting, like the way he incorporates the powers with the fighting. It's
yeah.
just. Mm. September can't get here fast enough.
Nope. We have
Also,
there's
two
so
weeks
much stuff
kick
in
it.
between now and then.
I know, and
Uh
that's the thing. It's like, I mean, we literally have Infinity War in less than 2 weeks now, which doesn't even feel weird. Because, like, I remember it was like,
it
oh man, it's this year. Now it's
doesn't feel
like
real.
next week.
Yeah. Like that's me with every single Star Wars movie. Like when episode 7 came out, it just didn't feel real that we're getting a new
Hmm.
Star Wars movie until like even when I was sitting in the theater, like the scroll ended and like it still didn't feel real. Like halfway through the movie I was loving it, but it still didn't feel real.
Really? For me, it's like as soon as it gets all quiet and the music starts, it's like it's happening.
Yeah.
You can't stop it now. There's not. It's happening right now, and it's just
Mhm.
like. Like you just sit there. You try to read, but you're too excited to read, and you're just like, oh my
Uh
gosh, I can't even. I don't even.
I
But
think
like,
they knew
oh
that. That's why episode 8 screen crawl didn't like really matter.
yeah, it was kind of just like we already. It was pretty much what we already knew if you watched the
Yeah.
last movie, or like you figure it out as the first 5 minutes goes in. Like
Mhm.
it's like space battle, go. Like
Yeah. Like we'll
yeah.
just let the fans experience the song for a little bit. Like we don't need to distract them with the stuff they already know.
No, I can't wait till the screen crawl is literally like, look, I know you're not reading this because you're still in awe of the music,
Yeah.
but just pretend there's some heartfelt message on the screen and we'll all have a good day. Enjoy your movie.
Yep.
Like, yes. But yeah, oh man, like that's the thing. There's so much stuff coming out this
What's so
year, and like it's weird to think like although it is a spider like not I almost said a spider story, a Star Wars story
mm,
year, so like not an actual trilogy episode,
yeah.
but like it's still like Spider. It's crazy to think that a Star Wars movie is like not even the most thing I'm excited for because
Yeah.
like it's like I've got all this because like Infinity War and The Incredibles 2 is coming out,
Mm,
Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to come out, the Spider-Man game looks amazing, Deadpool 2 is going like and like you like all this cool stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, and there's a Star Wars movie.
yeah.
And
And
like
Aquaman.
it all right, almost forgot. I have it on my calendar. Almost forgot. No, I am not prepared to go see Aquaman, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But no, it's literally like it almost feels like I'm like nerd sitting that like Star Wars isn't one of the things I'm
Mm,
anticipating this year. But it's like
like you have no choice.
exactly. There's so much other stuff going on. It's like how can I be so excited for this when there's like this once in a lifetime
Mm.
Marvel experience is happening
And
until
everything
they
we've
do it
talked about,
again. But
everything we've talked about so far is under Disney.
that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Disney runs the
Kingdom
world.
Hearts, even Deadpool now, Star
I
Wars, Infinity Wars,
know.
like oh, it's all
I
Disney.
that's what I'm saying. It's literally just like I mean the only thing we talked about that wasn't Disney was what? Like the game Spider-Man is technically still Sony, but I mean
Um, Batgirl,
oh yeah, Batgirl.
Batgirl and the Titans.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah, but like but we didn't. I mean, but like I hate to say it, but like those weren't even things we were like, yes, we
yeah,
were kind of
true. We
like
weren't excited about
skeptical
those.
at best. Yeah, we were kind of like skeptical at best of
Yeah,
those things. Like, but man, I don't know. Disney's gosh, they're doing so many things
and
so
like
well, and it's
the
like,
crazy thing is, compare this year to 2016, because I remember vividly. My brother and I, it was like over winter break that year, and we were watching a Rogue One trailer or Rogue One TV spot, and like
mm,
the TV spots for that movie looked really good. And like he turned to me and
yeah,
was
it
like,
does.
there hasn't like this is really the first big movie to come out this year. I was like, Civil War was big. Like other than that, yeah. It was like I was thinking back, it's like I really can't think of anything else that came out in 2016. BVS was a flop. Suicide Squad was
Yeah,
trash. Days X Men Apocalypse wasn't all that great. Like
but I
I
but I
really can't think
mean,
of much else.
well, I mean, you had the first Deadpool movie.
Okay, true.
And then you also had, I mean, like Doctor Strange was not. I mean, like it was a good movie. It
This
wasn't like
Fantastic Beasts was
Doctor
okay.
Strange. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Moana for
Yeah,
Disney still like that was pretty good. So like, I mean, there was stuff, but
but as
I
far
don't know.
as
I feel
movies
like
that just took over the world, there really wasn't anything
yeah,
outside of the Civil War that year,
yeah,
and kind of
exactly.
Deadpool, I guess.
Yeah, like we're only in April. We already have Black Panther took over the world
Yeah.
already, and now Infinity War's like, hey, can I borrow that? And then I was like, yeah, sure, I'm in that movie anyway. Why not?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like there's so much. Like I feel like it's just gonna be like passing. Like everything's gonna own the world from over. Some of the Incredibles is gonna take over, and then
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool is gonna take. It's there's so much going on
Yeah.
this year, and I'm so happy, and I'm so excited, and I'm
Mm.
ready, and I need it, and I'm
So
mm,
we
just. I
haven't
mean,
talked
uh,
about the most exciting thing to happen this year yet, though. The most
what's
exciting
that?
thing that's going to happen this year is Injustice versus He-Man. That was announced today.
Woo. Yeah, I mean that's great. Good for them. They're trying something new. That's great. But let's go ahead and I mean, look, and just like the series Injustice is not bad.
Mm,
It's solid, I guess. But I mean, He-Man, like I don't.
like,
Okay. My thing was
go on.
when they added the Ninja Turtles. I'm like, I don't know where this is going. Like I was just kind
Batman
of
and
like,
Ninja Turtles have crossover in comics before.
this is true, but like I don't know.
Mm,
It just seemed really
it
out
did
of
feel kind of
nowhere.
weird, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, All right, and like they're trying to make, and like speaking of Ninja Turtle, like there's that new Ninja Turtle series they're like working
Yeah.
into, which I was like, wait, don't they already have a new Ninja Turtle series? But apparently that one's
That was
over.
recently canceled. Like this is coming out less than a year after that one.
That's what
But
I'm saying. Like they just had, like they are like, all right, scrapping this one for the new one. I'm like, why don't you just add what you were gonna do with this into the old one? But
like the
I
old
don't
one,
know.
like really ended. Like it had like a finale type ending. So I'm like it. I'm fine with them just kind of stopping that show. But like making a new one so soon after is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
they don't usually do that because, like, I mean, but before that one, like between like the early 2000s one and the newer one, it was a good like
10
I want to
years,
say, yeah, like
maybe
five,
like
10 years. So
eight
like,
years at the least. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like, I mean, they take their time with these shows
Mhm.
usually, but like, nah, they're like, all right, new Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles show,
Mhm.
go, and it's just like I don't know, and like so far, I mean, the animation does not look.
The character designs
Uh,
look interesting. They look very like, of course, it's made in Flash animation, which is like the new craze
yeah,
nowadays. But like, we haven't really seen them in motion yet. So like, maybe once they start actually moving around, maybe it'll actually look better. Maybe they start fighting things, it'll actually
yeah.
look decent. But like, as far as the character designs go, they're I personally like them just fine. But like, I can understand it why people don't.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I'm skeptical just because usually when stuff is like a new show is put on that fast and the old
Mm-hmm.
one's just taken off that quickly, I'm kind of like, something's
Yeah.
up. But I mean,
Eh. Yeah. I don't know. But kind of going off that, it's really interesting why they would pick Batman and He Man to team up because the Justice League has teamed up with a bunch of crazy things before, like
mhm.
Justice League versus Power Rangers, or maybe and Power Rangers, Batman and Scooby Doo, Batman and
Oh,
Ninja
yeah.
Turtles. All of these things that is listed have shows running, and they've been running forever. Whereas He Man hasn't really had anything since the 80s.
That's what
So
I'm saying. Like, I mean,
it's the
I
weird
haven't seen a,
crossover.
yeah. I mean, maybe they're trying to use that to maybe bring He-Man back.
Maybe
I
this
don't
is
know, because like, I
possible.
mean, I'll be honest, I've never seen a He-Man
Me either.
anything because I'm not 35. So I mean, like,
Before our time,
so it's
way
like,
before our time.
yeah, like it's not really. I don't know. It didn't really. It's not. It doesn't apply to our generation.
Yeah.
So it's like He-Man. Like I know about. I mean, I've seen He-Man, and like when people reference He-Man, or like the most I know about He-Man is like the Skeletor meme when he just
Yeah.
runs away.
Mm,
But like, God, that's so funny.
yeah.
But like, I just, I don't know. I like to see maybe I think they are going to try to use this to maybe get them because like you could make an argument they might have used the Ninja Turtles to make this new series.
Maybe. Yeah.
So I mean, who knows?
Yeah. So that's I don't know. Maybe something to look forward to if
Mm.
uh, if you're into one or both those things. It's I think it's like July 8th or somewhere in July where they're releasing the first issue. So something to keep in the back of your mind at least.
Mm-hmm.
This next thing is just a heartwarming story. And I love it when actors do stuff like this. Ben Affleck was notified by the actor, I don't remember his name, who's going to do Shazam, or going to play Shazam. Um, the dude who plays Shazam notified Ben Affleck that there was a terminally ill young Batman fan who like really
Mm-hmm.
loved the fact that Ben Affleck was playing Batman. And he was like, "Hey, Ben Affleck, can you help this kid out?" And he was like, "Yes." And like he showed up to this kid and like spent the day with him. Like I love when people do that.
Yeah, they're like being superheroes in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Use it like it's a huge thing because it's like you use your like
Use your powers for good.
fictional, but yeah, your fictional abilities and what these stories bring, and that's what it's all about. Because, like, I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes even though it doesn't feel like it, none of this is real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's important to it's important to use the influence we can based on real things or not to help people because not
Yeah.
everybody's fortunate. So it's like that's a big deal, and that's what I mean. That's what it's all about. You got to give back to
Mm-hmm.
people.
Yeah, like this terminally ill kid. Like if Ben Affleck is signed on to do more Batman stuff, this kid might not be able to see that stuff. So like seeing
Exactly.
Batman in person is a
In
really
person, I mean,
special moment for him.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's as crazy as it gets. You know, you get to see Batman. It's
Mm,
like, man,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's
So,
huge. You know, that's
mm,
because I know
shows
like the stat.
there might be hope for this world. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, you know, all I know is that people. I mean, not everybody's terrible. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
not everyone. So yeah, more people should do nice stuff like that. At least
Yeah,
try to.
yeah. You know, just get better. But
Yep.
I don't know.
So this next thing, you might just have to indulge me for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Um, so if you're unaware, um, Nintendo was or is I think yeah is going to open up a Nintendo themed theme park at Universal Studios across the world. Um,
Ooh.
the first one being opened up in Japan, of course, because Nintendo, and then
Hmm.
another one was scheduled to be in Orlando by 2020. But that one actually got delayed, and either in place of it or like in addition to it, a Pokemon themed theme park is being opened up in Orlando 2020. And I'm like, the huge Pokemon fan I am. I'm like, yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. So 2020. That's not. See, I hear 2020 and I think, man, that's a lot later. But then I
2 years.
realize that's 2 years. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. It's
Yeah.
2018. So it's like, oh, I mean, I think I know what I'm doing for my graduation now. Guys, let's go to the Bahamas. Now let's go to Orlando. Oh, why? Oh, no reason.
Disney
Pulls
World,
out.
Universal,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's amazing. But, okay,
Yeah.
so 2020. Okay, so it's a Pokemon. The whole thing is like Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Yeah.
is gonna be
Like,
awesome. Oh my God. They're gonna have like people like, oh yeah, have you seen this bubble? Like,
uh,
yeah, and then like they're gonna like by then, who knows? They might have actual like Pokemon. Like, I don't
maybe
know.
it's possible. And
It's
like
anything's possible.
have like Pokemon Go integrated into the theme park somehow.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what
Oh
I'm thinking.
yes.
That would bring back like you could like actually have like battle people and stuff like that, which is something I feel like Pokemon Go really like. I know they
Yeah, I don't
had
know
the
why they
like
haven't done that yet.
I know because I mean they had the like what was it like the gyms or whatever, which was
Yeah.
cool, but like it wasn't the same. You
Mm,
weren't actually battling somebody. So
yeah.
it's like I think that was something they definitely missed out on, especially with how many people were into it. Because I mean, there were grown adults
Hmm.
running around like, "Move, little kid! I'm trying to get this Pokemon." Like,
I'm ready to get
like
the Pokemon too.
yeah, like I've seen 30-year-old men with kids like running around
Yeah.
trying to
I
hatch
mean, the
their eggs.
series has been around for 20 plus years, so
That's
yeah, it
what I'm
makes sense that
saying.
so many people would be into it. So
That's what I'm
having an
saying. Like
entire
everybody.
theme park centered around this storied franchise is a really good idea.
That's what I'm saying. And like literally, that's gonna be kids, parents, kids are like everyone's gonna love
Hmm.
this place. So this
Yeah.
place is gonna get some serious business.
Oh yeah. Like I thought the Super Nintendo world was a big idea, but like arguably Pokemon is like a bigger thing than Nintendo as a whole. Arguably, of course, but like
Well, the thing, Nintendo has a lot to it. That's the thing.
yeah,
But like Pokemon,
it's
like the fans, I mean,
more of a phenomenon whenever
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. It's a specialized, yeah, phenomenon, like you said.
yeah,
Like oh man, that's gonna be
yeah.
huge, man.
Like having people dressed up in like Pikachu and Charizard two
Mhm.
costumes and like
Yeah.
having like show like those like stage shows where like they like
Mhm.
battle and like having like Pokemon theme like those like 3D rides where you sit in the car and drive ride around or like roller coasters like oh it's gonna
Yeah.
be
And they have like, real Poke Stops for real and like all
mm,
the stuff. And like they have like the music in the background,
yes
the
oh
whole theater.
yes
Like think of like the classic like Pokemon music play just while you're walking. Like that'd
mm-hmm.
be so good, dude. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
and oh they could even have like a Pokemon Snap style ride where like you're in a
Okay.
simulation and like
Hmm.
kind of like that Buzz Lightyear ride in at Disney World,
Yeah.
something kind of like that where
Like
you're like
Francis
shooting
Sims
and
way back in the day. Yeah, dude, that game was. I remember that game. That game was classic.
yeah.
Just like,
Uh, mhm.
get off. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be so. I am very excited.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
like I
yes.
can't. I'm tell my brother about this. He'd be like, "What?" Moves to Orlando.
just lives in Disney World.
Lives in Orlando just because, no other reason.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, I hope it's
oh,
done before our graduation because like that'd be a cool graduation gift.
like
It's
like I'm
just
like I'm saying, summer 2020, that would be perfect. Just
yes.
hang out there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like, I know where I want to go, guys. Like, why do you want to go to Orlando? I just like the water.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
water
that's why
types.
we're going. There you go. Yes, yes. There's. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So there is one more thing to talk about. I think we mentioned this in a previous podcast, but it has been officially confirmed that the Spyro Remastered trilogy, called the Spyro Ignited trilogy, I think, has
Mhm.
been officially announced and will come out in September. Another thing for September.
Yeah, yeah. That's something, and that's something else I was excited about because I played all the Spyro. Me and my brother ran through the Spyro because like those and the Crash games
Mm-hmm.
were like big for me and brother because we had to like throw back PlayStation 1 back in
Yeah.
the day. So
Did you get
like
this? Did you get the Crash trilogy on
we
PS4?
actually didn't because like I don't know why we didn't actually. I know I'm getting my brother for his birthday now, but
Nice.
yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about that, but yeah, like because like we played those games a lot, and like I know because it's gonna be the original, it's gonna be Spyro the Dragon, Year of the Dragon, and I think the other one's Ripto's Rage, or one of, or I don't know if that's the third one. Or I know that was the second one in the original, so they might.
uh,
I know some of those are gonna be in the new trilogy, but
it's.
I don't think all of them
I
are.
mean, it's the original three on PlayStation One.
Okay, so yeah, those are gonna be the
The
three
three.
then.
Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know
so
the
like the
subtitles, so, but yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, nerd and me, you know how it
Mhm.
is. But it's like, yeah, those are exciting because like I don't know, it's something about those games. Like they had that interesting like it's kind of like you just kind of like those Crash games where you like collect and all stuff, but it had other elements because like you're a dragon. That's one of the first games I can
Mhm.
remember like actually being able to like fly and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And, it has different mechanics to it,
Mhm.
so it's something I'm excited to see with updated PlayStation 4 graphics and like
Mhm.
actually like like really see because I've seen like this trailer and stuff for it and it looked really
It's
good. So I'm like,
really
oh,
good.
right? Like they really put effort. Like it's
Mhm.
not just all right, let's take this and throw it on this new console.
Yeah.
Like they really took the
Oh
time to
yeah.
go in, remaster everything. Like it looks awesome. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes,
And
that's what I want to see.
I think people underestimate just how popular Spyro as a franchise is
Mm-hmm.
because when the developers who are porting these games, they just posted a screenshot of just a tree from the original game next to that same tree from the new game, and it looks so much better in the new game. That tweet got 45,000 retweets.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a tree, and you got people freaking out. Like, that's how great. Like, do not underestimate the fandom. The fandom is more powerful than you could ever imagine. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like people. I mean, like, just imagine there was like a picture of Spyro or like a dragon egg or something. People would have lost their mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this is gonna be. I mean, this is gonna be pretty big because
Yeah.
a lot of people, especially like older people too, were in those games. Because I mean, these
Mm-hmm.
were like early 2000 game, like 90s, all that kind of stuff. So like the classic PlayStation, like these people are like, oh man, now I can go to my kids and be like, look, this is what I grew up playing. You're
Mm.
gonna love this game. And then the kids are like, yo, this is awesome. Look how cool this looks, and like.
I mean, it's a purple dragon. Who doesn't like dragons?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, literally, the premise of the game is to burn and or ram stuff at full speed as for as many levels as you'd like, and it's great. I mean, and it's really good. It's really
Mm.
I'm excited about it, and like also I want to see how I haven't played these games in years, so I want to see if I'm like
Uh,
how much better I am now as like a grown person, or
yeah,
maybe I'm terrible. Who knows?
because a lot of the people who picked up the Crash trilogy after not playing it for like
Mm-hmm.
10 plus years, they're like, wow, these games like the games like they must have upped the difficulty on these games because now I'm terrible.
Mm-mm.
Like
No,
no, they were just
I'm
hard
telling
games the whole time. When you're a
they
kid, you just I don't know, you're just better at games or
right.
something.
And like I'll tell you what, those original Crash games, they had some ridiculously hard levels. Like,
Mm,
and the thing is, you only have one hit.
Yeah.
Like unless you get like the power ups or whatever, but you pretty much it's like you get one shot at on everything.
Uh-huh.
With games now, you can like you get hit 10 times and you
Yeah.
still be fine. But like
Yeah.
back in
Like
the day, games it was hard.
mhm,
So like it's the same thing. You're just not used to it anymore.
mhm. Like, do you know the game series Dark Souls?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, people went so
Oh
far as
my
to say
goodness.
that the Crash trilogy is the Dark Souls of platformers. And I'm like,
Oh
just because these games are hard, that makes them like Dark Souls. Which that's pretty much every single like report or game
yeah.
reporter's like lazy way of saying these games are hard. They're like Dark Souls. When like that's not what makes Dark Souls Dark Souls.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the games are nothing similar to Dark Souls, but I guess
Yeah.
their difficulty in a way can
But
be.
they
Because I
came out
mean,
like over 10 actually 20 plus years before Dark Souls came out, so you can't
this
say
is true.
that.
I mean, yeah, but like I think because a lot of games now are pretty easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so I mean, unless you have put them on like those like insane, like some games you put on
Mhm.
like insane difficulties, but like
Yeah.
but like back in those days, you didn't have like easy, medium, and like critical or
Mm.
anything. You
You
had
had
pretty
hard
much
and
just
harder.
that's what you pretty much. I mean, like you just had go. Like there was no
Mhm.
difficulty. So if you sucked, you just got
Yeah.
stuck on level one forever. Like you
Yeah.
just too bad. So it's
So,
like you don't get to finish the game. And like
mm,
that's the thing. They taught the old games taught you how to be good because if you didn't get good, you just wasted your money on a game you won't be able to beat. So
yeah.
it's like that's the kind of concept that we've kind of fallen away from basically. So because now you
Yeah.
can just make it put it on easy and then or talk about like frame speed and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So like I don't know, but
Yeah.
who
So
knows?
so nowadays when a game is hard, it's a big deal and it's like Dark Souls and like
Right. It's automatically Dark Souls because I didn't beat on my first try. And it's like Dark Souls is
like
like,
okay. Okay, man.
yeah, like how are it's like I mean they have nothing in common, but yeah, they're
Yeah.
both are difficult. Let's put it
Mhm.
that way.
Yeah. Oh, this holiday, this entire year is crazy. Like
I
this
know.
just in September alone, Spyro and Spider-Man and potentially Smash Bros. Because Nintendo Switch's online will
Hmm.
be releasing at the same time, so it makes sense for Smash Bros. To launch alongside that. It's like holy crap.
That's
Also,
what I'm saying.
I don't know if you care about the series, but Dragon Quest 11.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Um, that's also coming out in late September, and like I think like one or two other big games are coming out in September, and then in October, of course, you get Call of Duty like every year.
Right.
Red Dead Redemption 2, which is gonna be crazy. It's
That's
like holy
huge.
crap.
I'm saying there's
Kingdom
all
Hearts at
these
some
get
point.
that's like there's so much stuff coming out this year, and it's
Like
just
I'm never gonna get
like
a break.
that's what I'm saying. There's so like literally, I'm gonna spend all of next year just like
Playing like
enjoying what I got this
yeah,
year. Like I'm not even gonna have time to think about next year's.
yeah.
Like I can't like let alone movies next year. I can't even think about anything that like there's so much coming out. Because I mean I'm like between like video game between Spyro, Spiderman, and whenever Kingdom Hearts 3 gets here,
Mm,
hopefully sooner rather than later. Like I'm gonna be playing like that's gonna be the first whole half of 2019 right there.
yep.
That's just video games, not like movies or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yeah.
by then, hopefully, we'll have the Teen Titans shows be going on. Like, I've
Oh
got all this
yes.
entertainment, and then it's like
Oh.
now, then of course, we're gonna be even more busy because life. But
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Like basically, if you care about everything that's coming out, basically there's like 3 weeks in August where you're safe.
that's
That's
what
about
I'm saying.
it.
And like, you're probably just gonna watch the same thing. You're probably just gonna
Yeah.
go back to the movies and watch it again.
The Infinity War DVD will be out by then, so you gotta
That's
watch
what
that
I'm
again.
saying. So like, you'll just watch that, or you'll go back and see Deadpool again because why not? Or like,
Yeah.
something. Like, oh my goodness, there's so much. I don't.
Mm,
It's an entertainment masterpiece. It really is, and that's
just
just
2018 is, or just
yeah. I mean, it really is because I mean, think about it. Like in 28, there's so much good stuff coming out. There's old stuff that we're bringing back. There's new stuff that's changing the way we think about things. There's everything. It's just because I mean, the thing is, they haven't done some of this stuff in a long time. That's just the
yeah.
thing. And it's
Like
like
the only thing that would make this year more OP is if episode 9 came out this year.
this year,
Like
it's like psych, you thought it was Solo, but really, it's like, what? Internet breaks.
Why? No, we can't handle it.
But yeah, I would actually I need to take a day to just. I can do
Like,
this. I can enjoy everything. I don't have to
like,
choose. I can pick everything.
you
It's
pick
great. It's
everything.
fine. I mean, it's literally. I mean, I don't even. Oh my goodness.
Like I have, like you, like I'm excited for Infinity War, but like
Oh yeah.
when that Smash Bros. Announcement trailer, just that teaser trailer, like I think I expended all of my hype for the entire year that one trailer.
It's I mean, literally, my thing is that, I've run around the house or the
Mhm.
dorm or wherever I've
Yeah.
been at the moment I've seen twice already, and it's only April. That's the thing. I've been doing that and there's so much more stuff coming. I'm literally gonna just be like, oh my gosh, it's here, it's happening, mom, dad, 3 a.m. busting my
Mom,
parents.
get the camera.
Yeah, just you have a camera on your phone. I know, but still, oh my God, there's so much happening.
There's only
There's so
only a
much.
week and a half away.
Oh, we're not even halfway. That's the thing. I mean, literally, we've still got the biggest movie of the year coming out in 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean,
And
that
it's just
alone makes this year awesome. But
yeah.
no, we can't enjoy. We don't have time to enjoy
We have
that because
time for Deadpool 2 weeks later.
that's what I'm saying. We got Deadpool going out, and we've got. I mean, we've got. Oh,
Like I'm sorry if I'm not
many.
super excited for Solo, but I don't have enough hype for
You
it.
don't have time. If they put Solo in December, like it should be,
Yeah,
that'd be
that'd be
fine.
perfect.
But the way they put it in there right with everything else, and I'm like, I can't. I don't have time. I don't have the. I'm out of hype. I've literally expended all of my hype for everything else that I can't.
I forgot about Wreck-It Ralph 2. That's also coming out in November. Oh, there's too
Oh
much
my
stuff.
gosh.
Oh crap! And Pokemon's also maybe coming out this year. No.
I can't. We're out. I mean, okay, so literally, I mean, we already had Black Panther. We got Infinity War. Solo's supposed to be coming out. Incredibles 2 is coming out. Deadpool 2 is
Deadpool,
coming out.
Ant-Man Wasps, which is kind of there but
And
cool.
I know, but still, that's still kind of cool. I still want to see that. And oh.
Wreck-It Ralph 2,
Aquaman. Yeah, we just said, but I mean, still,
yeah.
oh my goodness, and that's just movies,
Yeah. And that's only the movies we care about. Like Pacific Rim
Right.
2, Ready Player One actually look
yeah,
I wasn't
and
super excited for those, but I could understand I could understand the appeal.
And even that Tag movie, I thought about.
Yeah.
It looks pretty stupid, but it looks kind of funny, so I'd probably see that. But oh man, there's so much stuff going on, and there's so much entertainment. Because what are we gonna do, man? I don't know. I'm just gonna I'm already a homebody recluse, but now it's gonna be bad. It's I'm gonna think I have a problem. It's gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in my room. You're like, no, go leave me alone. I have to finish this level. Oh my gosh, oh man, yeah. But 2018 is awesome. So yeah.
Yep. Okay. Whew. Okay. So,
right.
Is there anything else we could possibly talk about?
I don't think so. I went through my list already. You said the Spyro game. We already talked about that, which I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't want to bring it up. Well, I did, but I liked it. I was cool that you thought about it ahead of time. But I think we talked about everything, and I know I always end it like this, but guys, 11 days, man.
Anywhere.
Let that think.
It's happening.
Let that think in.
Only one podcast left.
That's what I'm saying.
It's here.
One podcast left.
Even if there's nothing to talk about next week, we could just talk an hour or two about just our hype for Infinity War. Even though we've only talked 3 hours collectively with over the past couple of podcasts.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, we're just gonna talk about how hype we're just gonna analyze every moment of every TV spot, every show. This is gonna be so cool. It's oh my goodness. I don't even. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Me too.
The world will be a different place next week.
That's what I'm saying. And it's gonna keep changing. Yeah. That's the thing. It's gonna change, and it's gonna change again. We're not even gonna be on the same planet next year.
I'm afraid people are don't believe that we're like actually excited for this stuff. Like this is us just talking here. Like we talk like this all the time. Just this is us
Like,
being natural.
no, I mean,
Trust
like
us.
this. No, I am like I'm sweating. Like, like it's bad. Like, no, I like I can't even begin to describe my hype for some of these movies. I
Yeah.
don't even. And it's I'm this is gonna be the best year ever, pretty much. I
As
heard
if
at
you're yep.
2018. I mean,
Oh,
people were at 2018. I was like, that's gonna be great. I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty cool. But like, I was not prepared for everything coming
yeah.
out this year. I was not. I mean, man,
Yeah.
man.
Oof. Okay.
All right,
So
well, no,
yeah.
I can't.
Um we're yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I,
basically.
okay. So yeah. Look forward to next week's podcast where we talk 2 hours about Infinity War. That's probably what it's gonna end up being.
I'd be totally fine with that.
Yep. Yeah, so until then, we will see you all next time.
Take care.